Amazing people, good morning. I hope you had a beautiful night. This morning, we are going to be sharing on how you can work out yourself or work out things in order to have power over someone. And this is what many politicians and many leaders use to tie people down. It's some sort of like a bait, okay? How can you have control over someone? And how people give out themselves such that they don't even have control over themselves. That's the question we are going to be sharing on this morning. I have seen people who have built businesses and relationships together over the years. And it can be so terrible when in the course of a business or a relationship, one party, it's at a lower level, it's not a win-win kind of. Though in the business it may be a win-win, or in the relationship it's a win-win, but if one party has an upper hand, some sort of a very high hand over the other, it becomes complicated. That person that is at the receiving end of it may never have their independence. Why do I say so? I have observed that you only have power over people as long as you don't take everything away from them. That is when you have power over them. Because when you keep giving them, they become loyal. They are obliged to be loyal to you. At times, not because of pure love, but because of the fear of losing the things they were benefiting from you. So in such a case, you keep having control over them. At any time you call them, they must be present. At any time you think they have to show up, they are bound to show up because they see you as some sort of their breadwinner or their hope of survivor. You understand? Because they know that at any time when they call up to you, you will always show up. You will always be there. You have been so supportive. But now, in a case where you take away everything from them, my dear, know that you can no longer have power over them. Once you take away everything you have been giving them, when you have robbed a man of everything, he is no longer in your power. The person is free again. I observed that because I saw some people who were claiming loyalty, oh, this person is this person is that, this person has helped me, we have built this and that together, we have built. All of those praises were being sung when the going was good, when the going was smooth. But the time all those advantages were withdrawn, you could hear the language of the person that had been helped throughout. The language changed completely. And it's from this experience that I started understanding this expression where people say, he who is down need fear no fall. Because once you have taken everything from the person has nothing else to look up to. The person can no longer respect you the way they used to respect you. There is nothing that ties you people together. There is no binding factor, because the binding factor was the need and the fact that the need was being met by the giver. But at a time where the receiver no longer receives anything from the giver, the binding factor disappears, because the binding factor were the different gifts and favors and services that the giver used to render to the receiver. So by the time everything is withdrawn, even loyalty disappears. And you give the receiver total freedom such that the receiver owes you nothing. So in order to control people, for those who are very controlling, they use different gifts and services and favors to tie people down. This sharing is not to allow yourself to be controlled by another person. This sharing is to make you know that if you have to receive anything from anybody, you should ask yourself, through these gifts that you are receiving, through these favors you are receiving, through these services you are receiving from the giver, Are they free, or they are made to hold you spellbound? Are they free, or these gifts are made to tie you to certain conditions that you will never be able to break free? So for every gift or any services you receive, ask the right questions. I hope I made some sense. Good morning.